So ones to watch, guys with slightly higher odds. I know that yours is going to be higher, obviously. My guy's 35 to 1 this week. I thought he was going to be higher, I'll be honest, but I'm going to roll with
Well,
him at 31.
lay it on me. Lay the story on me.
Okay. So I've got a guy here who was outside the top 50 last week. He went from 57 to 47, and he returns to a course that he played well at in 2020 when he finished in a tie for third. I'm going with Hideki Matsuyama at what, 35 to 1, 30 to 1, roundabout there. So that's quite nice. But yeah, as we said, two guys moved into the top 50, and Matsuyama was one of them. He's had a really volatile season on the greens, and you can see that. Worst stat, he's 45th out of 50 guys in strokes gained putting this week. But it was better last week. And his off the tee numbers and approach stats have remained strong. You know, look at that as well. Strokes gained around the green. He's fifth in the field this week. Tee to green last week, he was second, and he was third in total putts. So that was really encouraging to me as to where his game is right now, bearing in mind he played well last week and made that big jump when he had to. So I'm kind of going off the Adam Scott model from last year. Remember, I picked Adam Scott to do well at the Wyndham and get into the playoffs and then make it all the way to the end, and he did. So maybe Hideki's going to be my Adam Scott from last year, and he can make the jump into the top 30 this week with a really, really good performance. So Hideki Matsuyama, 30 to 1. I'm going to take him as my one to watch.
Yeah, whenever I think of Matsuyama, I think, of course, Masters champion.
Yeah.
Our producer is Japanese, and I know I've been to Japan many times with him included, and I know the three biggest tournaments in Japan ever. He's won them. Hideki,
Yeah.
he won the Masters, and then he won the Hawaiian Open where he hit that towering three wood in the playoff that landed like 2 feet from the pin, and then he won the Zozo over there where he hit another three wood on the towering three wood into the last hole and made another eagle to win that. Matsuyama is all about rhythm and his pause at the top of his swing and sort of getting in that mode of greens in reg and driving it straight and then putting okay. He's sort of the Scotty Scheffler before Scotty Scheffler was. We all didn't realize that Scotty Scheffler was so good tee to green.
Yeah.
Footwork's crazy and he's all over the show. But it took a year of all of us watching Scheffler to realize two things. One, he's unreal from tee to green. He's first in green, first in driving, first in approach, first in chipping, but very average in putting. And there he is at the top of the board, one or two player in the world. Okay, same thing with Matsuyama. He hasn't quite sustained it as long as Scheffler, but it took us a long time to realize that sort of that model was emerging, which is excellent, uh, you know, tee to green game like Matsuyama,
Yeah.
average putting. When
Mm-hmm.
Matsuyama gets it going on the greens, then we're talking about the trophies.